Hello, this is our lesson 7 for week 4, quarter 2 in general mathematics. Fair market of a cash flow stream includes annuity. In this topic, the learners are able to calculate the fair market of a cash flow stream that includes annuity. This lesson will help you to become a money-wise when you plan to have your own car, lot, or even a house in the future, despite of having little budget. In this topic, you will learn to compare the offers and find out which one is cheaper or more affordable by computing or calculating the fair market value of the items. So let's define the following terms that we're going to use in this lesson. We have the cash flow. It is a term that refers to payment received, or that is the cash inflows, or payment or deposits made, which is the cash outflows. Cash flow is used in business activities, finance, income, profit, and operation activities. This is also used in analysis, money, investment, and accounting. Fair market value or economic value. The fair market value of a cash flow or the payment stream on a particular date refers to a single amount that is equivalent to the value of the payment of stream of that date. And this particular date is called the focal date. Then we have the amount or the future value, which is denoted by F. It is the sum of future values of the payments to be made during the entire term of the annuity. We have the formula in finding for the future value is R, which is the regular payment, times 1 plus J, which is the rate interest, raised to n minus 1 over J. And the present value, which is denoted by P, is the sum of present values of all the payments to be made during the entire term of the annuity. We have the formula for the present value is equal to R, which is the regular payment, 1 minus 1 plus J, which is the interest rate, raised to negative n over J. So let us review the difference between simple annuity and general annuity. Simple annuity is the interval, which is the same with the interest period, while general annuity is the interval, which is not the same with interest period. And between general annuity and general ordinary annuity is an annuity where the payment interval is not the same with the interest period, while general ordinary annuity is a general annuity in which the periodic payment is made at the end of the payment interval. For example, we have the problem, Mel started to deposit 1,000 pesos monthly in a fund that pays 6% compounded quarterly. How much will be in the fund after 15 years? So we have given in the problem is the regular payment, which is 1,000 pesos, and N is equal to 12, since that is monthly, 12 months in a year, times 15, which is after 15 years, and 12 times 15 is equal to 180. So therefore, there are 180 payments. And we have I raised to 4 because that is quarterly, which is 6% compounded quarterly, or that is 0.06. And we have M is equal to 4, that is 4 times a year, because that is quarterly. So what we're going to find is the future value. So we have here the cash flow, that is For monthly within 15 years, so we have payment of interval is 180 and each payment is 1,000 pesos up to 180 payment. Since the payment are monthly, the interest rate of 6% compounded quarterly must be converted to its equivalent rate, that is compounded monthly. So we're going to convert 6%, which is compounded quarterly, into monthly, wherein we have the future value of the monthly and the future value of quarterly. So we're going to convert monthly or quarterly into monthly. So we have the future value of monthly and the future value of quarterly. So we use I raised to 12 here because we have monthly, that is 12 months a year. And we use 4 or I raised to 4 on the right side because that is quarterly. So we have I raised to 4 over 4 raised to 4t. So we're going now to substitute the interest rate for quarterly, which is 6%, or that is 0.06 over 4. So we're going to divide 0.06 by 4, so that's equal to 1.015 raised to 4. To eliminate 12 on the other side, on the left side, we're going to get the 12 root or multiply both sides by 1 over 12. So multiplying 1 over 12, so we can cancel the 12. So we have 1 plus I raised to 12 over 12 is equal to 1.015 raised to 4 times 1 over 12. And 4 times 1 over 12 is equal to 1.015 raised to 1/3. And we're going to transpose 1 on the right side, so we have minus 1. And 1.015 raised to 1/3 is equal to 1.004975. Minus 1, so we have 0.004975. So therefore, the value of J is equal to 0.004975, or the interest rate per monthly payment intervals is 0.004975, or that is 0.4975%. And to find for the future value, we're going to use this formula. F is equal to R times 1 plus J raised to N minus 1 over J, because regular payment is given. And the regular payment is 1,000. And the value of J is 0.004975. And the value of N is 180. And 1.04975 raised to 180 is equal to 2.4431295119. Minus 1, that is equal to 1.4431295119 divided by 0.004975, and that is equal to 290.07628 times 1,000. So we have 290 pesos, 290.76 pesos and 28 centavos. So therefore, Mel will have 290.76 pesos, 290,076 pesos and 28 centavos in the fund after 20 years. Next problem. A teacher saves 5,000 every 6 months in a bank that pays 0.25% compounded monthly. How much will her savings after 10 years? So given in the problem, we have the regular payment, which is 5,000 pesos, and N is equal to 2, since this is every 6 months. So that means that is semi-annually, twice a year, times 10 years. So we have 20 payments. And we use I raised to 12 because that is compounded monthly. So that's 12 times a year, which is equal to 0.25%, or that is 0.0 0.0025. And the value of M is equal to 12 months in a year. So what we're going to find is the future value. So we have here the cash flow. So we have the payment interval of 0 to 20. Because that is twice a year for 10, so we have 20 interval of payment. And each interval of payment, we have 5,000 just every 6 months up to 20 payment. So we're going to convert now 0.25% compounded monthly to its equivalent interest. Because the given is compounded monthly, and we're going to convert that 0.25% compounded monthly into semi-annually, which is every 6 months. So again, we have F1 is equal to F2. So we use I squared for semi-annually, and we use I raised to 12 on the other side because that is monthly. So we're going to convert monthly into semi-annually, wherein the value of I raised to 12 is 0.0025 divided by 12, which is equal to 1.00028833 raised to 12. Now, to eliminate 2 on the left side, we're going to get the square root of both sides, or we're going to multiply the exponent by 1 over 2. So we can cancel now squared, but we're going to multiply 1/2 the exponent 12 by 1/2. So we have 12 to 1 by times 1/2 is equal to 1.00028833 raised to 6 minus 1, because we transfer 1 on the right side. And 1.00028833 raised to 6 equal to 1.00125063 minus 1. So we have 0.00125063. So therefore, the value of J now is 0.00125063, or that is 0.125%. That is for semi-annually. So using now the formula F is equal to R times 1 plus J raised to N minus 1 over J, wherein the regular payment is 5,000 and the value of J computed a while ago is 0.00125063, then raised to 20, that is the number of payment, minus 1 over 0.00125063. And 1.0253212162 is the value of 1.00125063 raised to 20 minus 1. So we have 0.0253212162 divided by 0.00125063 is equal to 20.2394123 times 5,000 is equal to 101,197 pesos, 0.06. So therefore, the savings of the teacher after 10 years is 101,197.06 centavos. Another problem. We have company A offers 150,000 at the end of 3 years plus 300,000 at the end of 5 years. Company B offers 25,000 at the end of each quarter for the next 5 years. Assume that money is worth 8% compounded semi-annually. Which offer has a better market value? So we have given Company A and Company B. Company A offers, which is 150,000 at the end of 3 years and 300,000 at the end of 5 years. For Company B is 25,000 at the end of each quarter for the next 5 years. So what we're going to find is the fair market value of each offer. So first, we're going to illustrate the cash flows of the two offers using time diagrams. For Company A, So we have 5 from 0 to 5 years. And after 3 years, Company A will give 150,000 and after 5 years will give another 300,000 pesos. And for Company B, since this is quarterly, so 4 times 5 years, so there are 20 payment interval, wherein each quarter, Company B will give 25,000 pesos after 20 payment. So for letter B, or the next step, we're going to choose a focal date and determine the values of the two offers at the focal date. Since the focal date is the start of the term, compute the present value of each offer. So to find for the value of J, we're going to divide the interest by the value of M, that is 0.08, which is the interest, and 2 because that is semi-annually. So therefore the value of J is 0.04. And for the value of N, we're going to multiply the value of M, which is 2 because the semi-annually, times T, which is 3 years. So we have 6 for 3 years. And 2 times 5, which is equal 10 for 5 years. So the present value of 150,000 3 years from now is, we're going to be equal to F, which is the future value 1 times 1 plus J raised to negative N. So we use this formula because the future value is given, wherein the future value is 150,000 times 1 plus the value of J is 0.04 and the value of N is 6. So we have raised to negative 6. And 1.04 raised to negative 6 is equal to 0.7903145 times 150,000 is equal to 118,547 pesos and 18 centavos. So this is the present value of 150,000 after 3 years. And the present value of 300,000 for 5 years from now is, so again, we're going to use the same formula because the future value is given, wherein the future value is 300,000 pesos plus times 1 plus the value of J is 0.04 raised to negative 10. And that is 1.04 raised to negative 10 is equal to 0.67556417 times 300,000 is equal to 2,669 pesos and 25 centavos. So this is the present value of 300,000 after 5 years. So to find for the fair market value, we're going now to add the present value of 150,000 and the present value of 300,000 pesos, wherein the present value of 150,000 is 118,547 pesos and 18 centavos, and the present value of 300,000 is 202,669 pesos and 25 centavos. So adding these two, so therefore we have now the fair market value is 321,216 pesos and 43 centavos. And for Company B, we're going to compute for the present of a general annuity with quarterly payments, but with semi-annually compounding 8%. So that means we're going to convert 8% compounding semi-annually into quarterly or compounding quarterly. So we have here the future value of quarterly, which is I raised to 4 over 4 raised to 40, and the future value of semi-annually, which is I squared over 1 over raised to 2t over 2. Okay, so for we have now for the value of t is 5, so we have 4 times 5, and for the value of t we have 2 times 5, and for the value of I squared is 0.08 over 2, and that is 4 times 5 is 20 and 2 times 5 is 10. So therefore now 1.1 plus 0.04 is equal to 1.04. So to eliminate 20, we're going to multiply both sides of the exponent by 1 over 20. So we can cancel now 20. So we have now 1.04 raised to 10 over 20 or raised to 1 half. Then subtract by 1. And 1.04 raised to 1 half is equal to 1.01980. 3903 minus 1 is equal to 0.01983,903. So therefore, the value of J is 1.98%. So the present value of an annuity is given by, we have B is equal to R times 1 minus 1 plus J raised to negative N over J, wherein the regular payment is 25,000 and the value of J is 0.01980,033,903 raised to negative 20 divided by the value of J, which is 0.1980,3903. And 1.01980,3903 raised to negative 20 is equal to 0.6755641,1651. And subtract that from 1, so we have 0.324,43,583,49 divided by 0.1983,3903 is equal to 16.3824,18,905. Multiply that to the regular payment, which is 25,000. So therefore, we have now 409,560 pesos and 47 centavos, which is the present value for Company B. So comparing now, for Company A, the fair market value for Company A is 321,216 pesos and 43 centavos, while the fair market value of Company B is 409,560 pesos and 47 centavos. So subtracting these two, so therefore the difference is 88,344 pesos 0.04. So therefore, Company B's offer is preferable since its market value is larger than the offer of Company A by 88,344.04. Another example, Mr. Ribaya received two offers on a lot that he wants to sell. Mr. Ocampo has offered 50,000 and 1 million lump sum payment 5 years from now. And Mr. Cruz has offered 50,000 plus 40,000 every quarter for 5 years. Compare the fair market values of the two offers if money can earn 5% compounded annually. Which offer has a higher market value? So given the problem, for Mr. Ocampo's offer, 50,000 down payment and 1 million after 5 years. For Mr. Cruz's offer, 50,000 down payment and 40,000 every quarter for 5 years. So what we're going to find is the fair market value of each offer. So we have here the cash flow for Mr. Ocampo's offer, that is 50,000 down payment, and after the 20th payment, so that is Mr. Ocampo will give 1 million pesos. For Mr. Cruz, that is 50,000 down payment and 40,000 for each interval of payment. So Mr. Ocampo's offers, the future value is 1 million pesos. That is for 5 years, the value of N, and J is equal to 5% or 0.0405, which is compounded annually. So therefore, the present value of 1 million, to find for that, since future value is given, so we're going to use P is equal to F times 1 plus J raised to negative N, wherein the future value is 1 million pesos, plus 1 plus the value of J is 0.05 raised to negative 5. And 1.05 raised to negative 5 is 0.78352617 times 1 million is equal to 783,526 pesos and 17 centavos. And to get for the fair market value, we're going to add the present value to the down payment, which is 50,000 plus the present 783,526 and 17 centavos. So therefore, the fair market value is 833,526 and 17 centavos. So the fair market of Mr. Ocampo's offer. For Mr. Cruz's offer, we're going to compute the present value of the general annuity with quarterly payment but with annual compounding interest of 5%. So we have the future value of the two. We're going to convert compounding interest, annual compounding interest into quarterly, which is the payment is quarterly. So we're going to use I raised to 4 over 4 raised to 40, and the other side is we're going to use I raised to 1. And we have now the value of J is 0.05 plus 1, so we have 1.05 raised to 1. So multiply both sides by 1/4, then you may add the exponent by 1/4, so we can cancel now 4. So we have 1.05 raised to 1/4 is equal to 0.012272. So the interest rate per period of the annuity is 0.012272. So to find for the present value of the general annuity, so we're going to use P is equal to R times 1 minus quantity 1 plus j raised to negative n over j, wherein the regular payment is 40,000 and the value of j is 0.012272 raised to negative 20 over 0.012272. And 1.012272 raised to negative 20 is equal to 0.7835297956. Subtract that from 1. So we have 0.2164702044 divided by 0.012272 is equal to 17.6393582464 times 40,000 is equal to 705,574 pesos and 33 centavos. So to find for the fair market value, we're going to add the down payment to the present value. So that's 50,000 plus 705,574 and 33 centavos. So we have 755,574 and 33 centavos. So this is the fair market value of Mr. Cruz. To compare now, the fair market value of Mr. Ocampo and Mr. Cruz, so we have 833,526.17 for Mr. Ocampo. Subtract the fair market value of Mr. Cruz, which is 755,574 and 33 centavos. So we have the difference of 77,951 pesos and 84 centavos. So, therefore, Mr. Ocampo's offer has higher market value than Mr. Cruz's offer. For your activity 1, calculate the future value of simple ordinary annuity. So, we have number 1, 2, and for activity 2, calculate the present value of simple ordinary annuity. So, we have here the number 1 problem and the second problem. And for activity 3, calculate the fair market value of a cash flow stream that includes annuity. So we have one problem only. I hope that you learn how to be wise in investing money. So for your reflection, you're going to write what you've learned and how do you feel about the activity. And before we end this topic or episode, let me share this quotation from Malala Yousafzai. Let us make our future now, and let us make our dreams tomorrow's reality. So again, thank you for watching and listening. Keep safe always. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a nice day. Thank you.